Let's see what we have here. Oh crap. Shit. I got a project due tomorrow. What am I gonna do? Well, what was that one thing he told me? What was that one thing he told me? I remember. It was funny too. John, I've had it with your damn nonsense. You haven't turned in a single damn project in one fucking day. It's kind of funny actually. Oh man, that was hilarious. And then what else he told me too afterwards? He's like, I ain't paying your damn salary. Then he had to bring race into this. You damn Mexicans are all the same. And then I'm like, excuse me? I said, you damn Mexicans are all the same. I'm like, whoa, what do we do to you? And then he tells me, tired of you people stealing our jobs. And I'm like, excuse me sir, what race doesn't have to do with who steals your job? And then he's like, well, why do you have our jobs? And he's like, well maybe it's because we do it better than you. And he's like, well then, if you want to prove that, if you're willing to prove it, work for me, without raise. Then I took him up on his deal. Oh man, this shit was hilarious. It was hilarious. Well, just worked all the way from 10 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock. I'm just glad I get to go home. I'm gonna check my messages. Hello? Yes, sir. How did you know I was up at night? There's no way you would have known. Sir. Wait, what? No. You promised me that I had an extra month to do the project. I would go by to Main Street and then I would go by and drop off the blueprints. We made a deal about this. I would go back and do that stuff. No, we're not stealing your jobs. We're just more efficient at it than you are. Basically, us Mexicans work for cheap. Look, hey man, just because Mexicans steal your job, it doesn't mean that we're taking things away from you. That's your loss, man. You need to cut race out of it, because there's actually people that have bigger companies than just, you alone. I mean, think about that guy. Think about that Dos Equis guy. I mean, seriously. That guy advertises his own beer. You can't tell me he stole your job. He found that job for himself. Don't be so damn ignorant. Look, I'm telling you here. If you're gonna talk about if you're gonna talk about you're gonna talk about my background like that, then, expect some retaliation. But anyway, as I was saying about the blueprints, look, it's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you. I mean, I know. Just don't talk about it. Just don't talk about Mexicans that way. You do know I'm Mexican, right? Hope you understand that. My name might be John, but I'm Mexican, mother. Look, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but, what could I tell you? I mean, this is the land of the free, right? Well, can't tell you otherwise. Anyway, you told me that I can drop off the blueprints. You told me I had an extra month. The deal was that I drop off the blueprints, I go home, finish the rest of my bills, finish everyone's payroll, and then be on vacation. That's exactly what you said. You want me to change my plans so that you can have your extra so that you can have your extra surplus, right? Well, then why am I even doing this stuff for you? You damn well know that I'm not gonna stay the extra night just to cover your shift. I'm not your errand boy. I'm just your worker. I'm your worker colleague / employee. Sir, look, I've worked for you for 10 years. And you do know that I could sue you, right? You're making me work overtime. You want me to cut half of my week just so that I can fill in everyone's payroll while you get the surplus. I didn't sign up for this job so that you can just take advantage of me in such way. Look, I understand. Sir, please do not bring your wife into this. Look, your wife is beautiful. Just leave her out. What did I say to you? What did I say? No, I didn't say that. I said your wife. Let me finish. I said that compared to other women, that your wife was as nearly as good as any common I said your wife was as good as any common woman that is basically out there. I didn't call your wife an old timer. I didn't. I told her that in confidence. Come on. How could I offend you that easily? Look, Mr. Hammer, with all due respect, you serious? You're gonna talk about Mexicans now again? Look, let me tell you something about Mexicans. They work because they want to work. They work for cheap. They actually do the damn job. Other people, they'd rather have $15 an hour minimum wage. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But then they do it the other way. The Mexicans actually earn their $15 an hour. Hey man, look. You want those blueprints or not? Because I gotta be out of town. Yes. I got some relatives I gotta see in Russia. I have a friend of mine named Nikolai. Yeah, he's cool. He speaks like this. He's real funny, by the way. Sir, yeah, I know. Look, all I'm saying is the same way that the same way I respect you is the same way you should be respecting me. You can't just judge the minority group of people and then just put them below you. I mean, how do you expect such efficiency to go down like that? Look, I understand that you're in a rough spot and you're about to retire and I'm about to take over the company. But if anything, at least be nice to the ones that are willing to work for you. Oh, and I have something to ask you. What was this John the Mexican you just mentioned right now? Nah, John the Mexican. I want to know, which John were you talking about? Were you talking about the John that works overtime? Well, were you talking about the John that comes in Wednesday or Thursdays? Or were you talking about me? I could have promised you. I could have sworn I heard my name. Look, I know how you like to act cool in front of your coworkers and in front of your temps, but seriously, can't just talk about people like that, man. I'm your best clientele. I have promoted your designs to other companies. And I've gotten other shareholders to share the same thing. So that your stock could raise 20% higher than it was before. Well, in 2 years. Look, I'm saving you the time. I'm telling you exactly what I'm giving the company. I'm sitting here on my computer, trying to finish those blueprints for you, and I'm filling in that payroll. Look, with all due respect, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing a late thing. I'm sorry. Look, I love you, man. I love you. I respect you. To me, you're like my brother. Come on. I mean, would you rather give your company to the one you trust, or to the one that's gonna actually be there for you, or to the person that's actually been there for you for more than 10 years? I know who your best clients are. I know who your best clients are, and I know. I'm trying to say something. I know who your clients are. I know where your clients are at. I know who your clients work for. and I know the types of corporations they run. And if anything, I could save you half of that and have you retired by the time you leave. I can have you retired by the time you're 70, you can already be retired. Look, I forgive you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I know. I understand. Hey, if you need anything, I'm here. Anyway, I want to tell you, oh man,